17th August 2021. Let's face it, life is hard sometimes. At some point, we all have to face circumstances we really don't like, and we have to take action. Even when all we really want to do is curl up in a small ball until the hard part is over with. What can make getting through these rough periods even more difficult is when we struggle even more than we really have to. Of course, we're going through a tough time. We're usually feeling overwhelmed, scared, maybe a bit angry, and of course, vulnerable. If we let these emotions get the best of us, we can create an even greater struggle for ourselves. Even when life isn't that challenging, getting to do hard things is usually a difficult task. The easy stuff is so easy and usually a lot more fun. So we tend to get that done first and then procrastinate with the harder stuff as long as we can. But what if we didn't have to ignore the hard stuff until we couldn't stay any longer? What if we had some tools in our bag to help us to do hard things? And maybe to do it by getting out of our own way while creating a less of a struggle. Maybe we could even learn a thing or two to help us navigate our way out once and for all. So here are my favorite ways to get hard things done with less struggle. 1. Do it now. Yes, I know doing the hardest thing first is usually the last thing any of us want to do. However, it's a bit like taking off a bandage. We all know that if you try to pull off a bandage slowly, the pain seems worse and worse and last longer. So most of us would rather just yank it off and be done with it. The same is true for hard tasks. Rather than waiting until the last minute with the pressure mounting you all day, just do it. Wake up in the morning and do hard things first so they are out of the way. Not only will you feel better in body, mind and spirit, but think about how easy everything else will seem once you've gotten the hard stuff out of the way. 2. Break it down to manageable chunks. Everything is less hard when you break down into small, manageable pieces. Often, we get struggle when something seems so large, so huge, and scary in front of us. We become too overwhelmed to even begin figuring out how to take the first step. We get caught up in the struggle. It can get us so stuck, we end up taking no action at all. Instead, whatever the hard thing you have to do, break it down into manageable steps. The smaller the steps, the less overwhelmed you'll feel, and the more likely it is that you'll get through the hard part quicker than you would if you tried to do hard things all at once. 3. Discipline. I'm going to say it again. Discipline. Hard things are hard for a reason. It's like dieting. You love pizza and chocolate, so trying to eat a salad instead sometimes seems nearly impossible to do. This is where discipline will help you through the rough patches. You know what you want, so gain the desired outcome. You will have to develop some discipline in order to achieve it. If you want to be healthy, you have to eat healthy as often as possible. Eating all the pizza and chocolate you want isn't a healthy choice. But if you incorporate discipline into your habits, you can actually still enjoy pizza and chocolate, just in smaller amounts. The discipline comes when you choose to eat 80-90% of healthy foods and 10-20% pizza and chocolate. Then you actually stick to it, even when it's hard and especially when it totally sucks. Discipline will ensure you reach your goal and do hard things, even when you feel like giving into the struggle. Just keep these things in your mind. Thank you. I'm Shinal Fernando.